Live. Connect. Oh, okay. Now I can. Okay, now I should be live. It says going live. I am now apparently live. How fantastic. Welcome, strangers on the internet, to another. Yeah, I probably this. No, I have no recurring viewers. Hello, new people to live stream on the internet. This is uh, a Flight Simulator X live stream. Yes, I am a professional live streamer, ain't I? Very, oh so very professional live streamer. Um, I generally have more to say here, but I really don't. I guess I should get the basics out of the way first. This is basically default Flight Simulator X. I have some wonderful custom sky textures, as you can see. And I think I might have like a better tree mod installed, but besides that, default Flight Simulator X. I should probably also mention that I am not a professional flight sim or at all. I generally just play Flight Simulator X for fun, and I thought I'd randomly stream it here and there. So, yeah, now that we got all that out of the way, I guess people who came to this video probably didn't hear or want to come. I cannot talk, can I? The people that came here probably didn't want to hear me talk about random stuff. Instead, they probably came here to see an airplane fly, and then hear about me talk about random stuff. So that's probably what we're going to do, or we're going to try to make the airplane fly, depending on how Flight Simulator X feels today. It might not let me do that. Maybe the game will crash before I even get there, which has happened multiple times. Uh, what am I doing? You know, that's always a generally good question to ask in life. What am I doing? You know, that's generally a good question to ask in life. What exactly am I doing? I have no idea. Anyways, I should probably get more information out of the way, but I have no idea what information to get out of the way. This is a default Flight Simulator X 737, therefore it is trash. Uh, really, it's a really bad airplane overall. Probably not even for the time. I'm sure X-Plane had something better than that. I'm already way off course about talking about airplane. Uh, yes. Uh, yeah, the screen, you can't actually change the screens at all. It's a rough airplane. But you know, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Maybe. I'll go ahead and disconnect disconnect the jetway. I guess I should have mentioned this at the beginning. Not flying on live time, not flying on live weather. Cannot say weather properly because speech impediment. Not flying. Well, technically, I'm flying on live weather, but it's Flight Simulator X live weather, which is kind of basically discontinued. So you might have accurate, air quotes, accurate weather up to about 5,000 feet, and past then, it's basically nothing. So, yeah, basically all my audience retention rate is gone, even more than it normally would be. Let's default Flight Simulator X air traffic control. I'm no like iVal or anything like that. I'm not skilled enough for iVal really, or VATSIM. I think VATSIM's the one most people use. I think. I don't know. Let's contact clearance. My sound is about to quit out, ain't it? Nope, I just don't have sound. Fantastic. Yeah, I somehow forget to change this. Hooray! Sound. No. Okay, sounds. Voice. Oh no, which one is it? I think it's speakers. No. I have sound! Okay, this is awful already. Let's get this just out of the way. Wait, did they actually give me? I don't know. I was about to say, did they actually give me cruising altitude? But no. This is going fantastically. Actually, it's going much better than I can put it at any altitude really. It's just if you go above it, they'll shout at you and tell you to go back down, only for them to tell you that you can just go back up immediately. Flight Simulator X traffic, it's annoying, or air traffic control. Though, believe it or not, it's the exact same that is in new Microsoft Flight Simulator. New Microsoft Flight Simulator has like a few differences, but there's very, very minimal differences. Anyways, I'm confused on what I'm doing currently. Yes, I'm going to move my chair over here. I'm going to acknowledge that as... Okay. But cringe at me if you wish, but I might have to use progressive taxi here. Mainly due to the fact that normal prepared streamers would actually either have like the airport diagram on a piece of paper or something like that. I do not. I am very rookie noob of the flight simulation world, so yeah. You can just hear me hitting my flight simulator yoke. I do actually have a flight. Got randomly 2 playbacks even though I have 0 concurrent viewers. That's weird. Let's turn off the parking brake so the tug doesn't do a burnout. Although that would be absolutely hilarious. It probably wouldn't be good for the tug. Let's start engine 1. Wait for about 13, I think is what you generally wait for. Then add fuel. Randomly got 2 playbacks even though I had like 1, but 0 concurrent viewers. Though I do have 1 second of average watch time, so maybe there was one person that appeared for like half a second and was like, I want nothing to do with this kid. What have I forgotten? Oh no, I've forgotten something. My worst fear has come true. Oh. So on my flight simulator yoke, I have a mixture on the flight simulator yoke. And if that mixture isn't put in, the engine won't start on the 737. Even though the 737 doesn't have a mixture. Flight Simulator X. But I always have it back whenever I'm starting the airplane because, well, it just seems like the better thing to have. Alright, let's get taxi on. Go ahead and wait for both engines to come on before I turn on the turn off the APU. Yay! Flight Simulator X. That does not look safe. Oh, no. Oh, but didn't even mention. So we're at Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix Sky Harbor, Arizona. I said that the most American way by absolute accident. I didn't even... You saw nothing. Yeah, I got distracted. That's just what you want to hear from the pilot. Yeah, I got distracted talking about everything. It's fine. I'm a perfectly professional pilot here. No mistakes have ever been made. Okay, no mistakes. My rudder pedals are way far back. Anyways, I make 0 mistakes. Okay, I am the most professional flight simmer in existence. Now watch me as I turn on progressive tax. Nah, yeah. Well, okay, if I can just snipe that taxi sign, maybe I can spare myself. Okay, well, there's... Alright. Okay, well, I don't have to go down Charlie 10, so... Okay, maybe if I zoom in with binocular-like vision, I can find Charlie. Or... Okay. It is non-existence. Allow me to do the epic most... Again, most people would actually probably have a small airport chart, but I do not, so... I have now lost all internet street cred. Y'all, by the way, I can't do... Well, jeez. I can't do flight control test. I mean, I can. Yeah, they worked, okay? It's beautiful. Yeah, I can't do that in Flight Simulator X because... You can't change the, whatever it's called. You can't actually change the screen, so you're basically doomed. Let's go ahead and set this up for 250 knots. Probably just gonna put it right on the autopilot whenever I take off. Generally, I like to hand fly up to about 10,000 because that's generally whenever it's safer to, but I don't. Also, we're just gonna... We'll tell them to fasten their seatbelts so we can't get sued, but yeah, they can feel free to smoke all they want. Okay, well, there's Romeo. We need to find... I see Bravo way down there. I need Bravo 13. There's Bravo 14, so that's... Why is there a ramp? Why is there a legitimate ramp? There's Charlie 10. Looking for Bravo 13, though. I see Bravo 14, so theoretically, if I go in a slightly different direction... Did I turn on? Yes, I did. Theoretically, if I go in a slightly different direction, I'll run into Bravo 13, right? It's a guarantee, right? Guarantee. This is professional flight simming at its finest right here, okay? By the way, yesterday, well, so reason why I didn't do a stream, okay, straight, my mind just cannot stay on one course. It's fantastic for streaming, but it's also awful for talking. Um, last week, I generally try to do at least one stream a week. Last week I didn't because I had no energy at all. I just felt like death, so I didn't. What a fantastic way to do things, right? You just don't feel like doing it, so you don't. It's a fantastic motto. Live by it, please. But yeah, I just didn't feel like doing it, so I didn't. It was fantastic. Honestly, you know, I've over the time of me doing very minimal streaming, I have gained more respect for the YouTubers. Oh wow, really? This is only 2.6? Yeah, we're only 2.6. How convenient. But yeah, I've actually gained a lot more respect for YouTubers and such because like it takes quite a bit out of you just to keep talking about random stuff for like an hour. Last stream I had a viewer and that was the whole most horrifying thing because whenever there's nobody watching this, I know I can just talk about whatever random stuff and it doesn't matter. But whenever you have one singular viewer, that's when everything just goes straight downhill because like, well, what are they gonna do if they can't, you know, like can't talk to you, can't modify anything? They ain't gonna do nothing. But like, by the way, you can't. Well, I guess I could arm speed brakes, but arming the speed brakes would make them automatically deploy on the ground because Flight Simulator X logic. I think that should be armed. This doesn't actually move, so brakes should be RTO. Maybe. Not exactly sure. Flight director's on. We'll go ahead and contact tower. Okay, very speedy and fast response. Oh, this is maximum professionalism, ain't it? This is no checklist, no. Hold short. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to be sitting here for a few minutes. Actually, I haven't ever had the command to hold short. Oh, hello. Huh. They don't really look like they're on final. No, they might be on final. I have no idea. It looks like they're not really heading towards the runway at all. They're more or less flying over the airport. We'll just leave them there, you know. We'll pretend they don't exist because oh wow, hey, these windows are actually finally serving a purpose. That's pretty handy, ain't it? I guess I can do one final look to make sure everything is as it should be. Oh wow, yeah, it actually. All right, let's watch this Flight Simulator X AI landing. I have a feeling they didn't change anything with the new Flight Simulator's AI either. Oh, look at him. Adorable. You are way high. There ain't no way they landing. Okay. Yo, they dead. They should be dead. There ain't no way that plane's landing gear can handle that. That was like they are dead. Okay, maybe not dead, but they hurt. That was like 600 feet per second straight into the ground. Fantastic. Yeah, the AI seemingly has not changed at all since new mic. Well, what am I hearing? I'm hearing some airplane. Don't you tell me there's somebody by. Oh wait, no, that's me, ain't it? That's me. Okay, you didn't need to hear that. Hey, there we go. All right, we gonna be moving now. All right, landing lights. Oop. No stages, no nothing. Very lifelike simulator, obviously. Very lifelike simulator here. I don't know if my auto brakes are armed. I still barely know how to actually fly the plane, so I mean, that's good. So let's talk about how my channel's doing while we're taking off, because obviously that's one of the least concentrating parts of the entire flight is taking off, right? Like you require. I mean, this is Flight Simulator X. You basically require zero concentration to do anything in the simulator, but I guess we can talk about my channel statistics, because everyone loves statistics for some reason. So, for some reason my channel has just been steadily gaining views. I don't understand it. I don't upload. Actually, it's weird. Whenever the video I upload doesn't. By the way, yeah, Toga, airspeed alive. 80 knots. We haven't reached 80 knots. Yeah, I'm going. There we go. Now we've called out 80 knots. There's 100 knots. Okay, now we're slowly gaining V1. This is very professional. I am such a professional flight simulator. Alright, we should be able to be at like V1, that's V2. That might be VR, maybe. I don't know. I don't even think it's VR. It's definitely. It might be VR, actually. Alright, now let's just try to get out of here. The people of Phoenix are just not happy right now, but I'm just gonna let them just survive with it. Okay. Well, there. I didn't even start the chronometer. I just remembered that. It's a very hard thing to remember to start that thing, but you know, we're good. All right, put that to GPS, auto throttle arm. Boop boop. Okay, keep that like right about. Why? No, what? Okay, well for some reason this has been reversed. That's not working. Nope, I want you to climb, not descend, Flight Simulator. Thank you, thank you. Okay, no. Okay, well, for some reason that's been reversed. That's always fun. Whenever I scroll forward, it scrolls up, which makes sense. Okay, let's... Okay, well, the auto throttle just randomly kicked in, apparently. You know, the flight simulator is working just as intended right now. It is working perfectly. We need to contact departure. Maybe I should actually focus a bit more whenever I'm taking off. That might actually help me not crash and die. I very rarely crash and die in Flight Simulator X. Flight Simulator. Oh no. Okay, so I feel like I should introduce the people of this non-existent people of this stream. Um, so I have a little tiny laptop that I call baby laptop because it is such a small little laptop. It's fully new and has Windows, and it's actually surprisingly fast considering what it is. Um, but it's starting to die. I think it's starting to have like seizures or something. I'm honestly not sure what's wrong with it. The screen randomly flickers really violently, and it makes me sad because I like the baby laptop. It was adorable. I did turn off the APU, right? Yes. Such a professional streamer here, ain't I? Such a professional flight simmer, but you know it's okay. You know we're making it. We're going along. It's already 17 minutes in, barely made any progress. Perfect. I can. Oh gosh, I keep hitting the microphone though. I have like a headset. I guess I can talk about my. The problem is, whenever there isn't a viewer here, I have to just talk about random junk. Even recycle it over and over again. So I need to talk about my weird headphone situation, or my microphone situation. So I have a headset. It's an okay headset basically. To me, the microphone sounds way better than it should. It's perfectly fine. Like as a microphone by itself, I guess it's not perfect, but like you pair it up with like OBS and stuff, and it becomes like a really good like streaming headset microphone thing. But recently, it has a weird splitter thing where it has a microphone and a headset audio thing split. It's not all down one headphone jack thing. So the headphone jack cable completely broke. Because it just got worn down, and then the cable split, and then it was all downhill from there. But the microphone one still works, but the headphones themselves don't. So I have to have it's like little earbud things. I don't know what people normally call them, they're not headphones, but I call them earbud things. Anyways, I have to have those on the inside of the headphone and the headphones around them. It's not particularly comfortable, but it does work. So that's all I really needed it to do. Also turning on VOR localizer because for some reason that works. Okay, it does not seem to be. Okay, now it's coming to realization. Oh, Flight Simulator X, please please change. I honestly think it would be hilarious if Microsoft decided to give a major bug fix update to Flight Simulator X. Obviously, it would make no sense of them to do that, but imagine if they actually decided to update Flight Simulator X. They would never do that now, of course, because they got new Microsoft Flight Simulator, which, might I add, takes up way too much storage. Like, so I have a 1 TB, I think it's a hard drive. Yeah, I think it's a hard drive in my computer, which is plenty enough for me. But Microsoft Flight Simulator has over a quarter of that. Over a quarter. New Microsoft Flight Simulator does. The game is like almost reaching 300 gigabytes of update, which is way, way too much in my opinion. Like, storage isn't infinite, Microsoft. They're like, oh yeah, just release an 80 gigabyte update. I'm sure nobody will notice that. Like, I really am starting to get worried about the future of that game, because the game, you gotta remember, like, it's still getting major updates every single day. Well, not every single day, but like every like 3 months it has like a massive sim update that's an extra 80 gigabytes onto the simulator, probably about 60 or 50 gigabytes. But remember, when the game first came out, it was like, I think it was like 98 gigabytes, which to me was like, that's totally a respectable amount of storage. But now 98 gigabytes is way too much. So now remembering I'm in Phoenix and 10,000 feet is like nothing. Actually, I'm already past 18,000, so we can go ahead and go to standard. Or 10,000. No, 18,000. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a little annoyed with that, because I love new Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because the reason why I play Flight Simulator X on stream is because I can't really run and stream the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's new Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I don't have a massive Omega gaming computer, which I do not need, like, at all. Like, for my needs, I play Roblox, and that's really it, which I'll try to avoid talking about Roblox. I'm sure people hate it whenever I talk about Roblox on a Flight Simulator stream. I never put my flaps up. I never had my flaps down, did I? Oh no, I just put them even more down. There we go. By the way, they didn't have much of an effect because I'm all the way up here, but anyways. Um, but yeah, don't need that computer, but really, new Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting really expensive when it comes to memory, which is something I never thought I'd have to worry about on my computer, but here we are. Like, it has over a quarter of a terabyte. The game is over a quarter of a terabyte now. Because the game, when it first launched, was, I think, initially, I think it was like 98 gigabytes. I probably should remember it, because I had to download it for like 2 days straight. Um, really? I think I have, it might be 330 is my cruise, I'm not sure. But, and then there was like a ton of sim updates. Like, the game's more in updates now than it has been in the actual game itself. Like, there's more updates. And the problem is, it's not like the game just updates through Steam or anything like that. No, 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 no. The game updates through the simulator. And the reason why that's a problem is, let's just say you're a reviewer, you know, you get the game and you're not sure if you need it, you're trying to get a performance test, right? And I'm pretty sure you only get like 10 hours to test the game. If your internet connection is slow enough, hypothetically, you cannot actually test new Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is a major problem because it's like one of the most power-demanding games on the face of the planet, basically. And it being like that, you might want to know, can my computer run this well? And downloading the game, you have to, even if you have some of the fastest internet, we're talking like, I don't know, I think like 70 megabits per second, I think is what their standard internet is. Like, even if you have like 100, it's still gonna take at least 10 hours to download the full game, which basically makes it impossible to actually play test it. So, like, you can't actually return the game, which is a problem. Like, if it downloaded through Steam, that would be fine, but instead, it has to download through Microsoft, the game itself, which is a little bit annoying, because I think it's almost 500 hours in the game total, and only about, I think I have 100, maybe about 150 minutes or hours flown in the simulator. So, a lot of that memory is being taken up by the simulator. Or not memory, but time has just been taken up by the simulator updating, because that's all it does. Is it just updates and updates and updates and updates, which is really annoying. Because let's just say you're hopping on, you're like, okay, no, 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 nope. Okay, down, 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 down. Okay, ha, ha, ha. You didn't see that. Yeah, I kind of got a little bit used to the Airbus there for a moment, and kind of forgot that I need to actually adjust the thingamajingo, the vertical speed. I got a little bit used to the Airbus, and not because I forgot to actually change it, because I was looking at the plane. I noticed the plane was starting to pitch up quite a bit, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Why is the plane pitching up so much? Yeah, it was because the plane was about to stall out. It was about to perform like a 737. Nah. I don't like making jokes about the 737 Max much, even though like it's very jokeable. But I don't. It's not a right thing to joke about the 737 Max, really. I don't know. It's kind of funny how Boeing, who has been in the game of making airliners and airplanes for, I'm sure, 100 years or so, has had like one of the most revolutionary, or not revolutionary, but like biggest airplane failures ever. Like Airbus been in the game for a while as well. Actually, hold up, I need to check on my sound level. Ow, my ears. Microphone's probably gonna sound a little weird. That's fine. Can I like? Huh. You know, I wonder how far this microphone can actually reach before my voice starts to sound bad. I'm sure it already sounds pretty bad. Alright. No. Gosh. Whenever I have a flight simulator yoke on my desk, but I'm like right up against a door, and like the doorknobs are there, it's very annoying. Alright, so this is not giving me volume. Alright, how bad do I sound? Maybe I need to get some headphones. That would probably help. Okay, well, I can guarantee you the air traffic control sounds annoying. But I think my audio levels are good. I missed out on checking my audio levels on one stream. Oh, gosh, my chair is just in the way. Just, where's my ear? There's so many wires. I actually have some. Oh, phone. Thank you. Just stay down there. Oh my gosh, be quiet. You know, I understand why nobody watches these. There's just wires. I have some Bluetooth earbuds I could try putting on, but there's the Bluetooth, and sometimes Bluetooth doesn't work with Microsoft Flight Simulators. I don't know why. Actually, that's a question I need to ask some people. Because I have, whenever I play new Microsoft Flight Simulator, my Bluetooth just completely cuts out. No matter what type of like Bluetooth earbud things I'm using, they just cut out, which is annoying, definitely annoying, because that means I simply cannot. I forgot to turn off notifications. Okay, chances are you're gonna see YouTube notifications. And maybe Twitter I don't have my Twitter notifications on. That would be annoying. Having my Twitter notifications on my computer. Yeah, I completely forgot to turn off notifications, so that's gonna be fun. You're probably gonna see, I don't know, like, if you got random YouTuber, probably like random Roblox YouTubers and stuff. Don't call me cringe, please. You know, the funny thing is, Roblox is seen as like a more kid game, but it most certainly is, but Roblox has gotten different over the years. It's definitely not the same all-family game it used to be. I mean, it still is mostly, but it's changed over time, definitely. Like, 2016, yeah, sure, call it that all you want. 2017, okay. 2018, okay. 2019, okay. 2020, nope. 2020 just made the game take a hard, like, right. Actually, I think it made it good. Like, future is bright. I know I get on this conversation a lot. And it's like, this is a flight simulator stream, dude. Don't talk about roadblocks, but it's all I can really talk about because I don't play normal games. I physically cannot play any normal game for that long. I can play a flight simulator for a long time. I can play a Beam and G Drive for a long time, which I might do another Beam and G stream. I actually really enjoyed doing that one Beam and G stream, even though the frames were a bit low. I actually really enjoyed doing it because it was fun. I kind of just enjoyed driving around, but there was really no point of me doing that stream because I think it's only massed 4 views. I'd say if a video can achieve like 10 plus views, I'm happy. You know, my expectations are incredibly low. I mean, my goal of the entire YouTube ability is 10 subscribers, and I'll quit YouTube forever. So, you know, if you want me to keep doing YouTube, just don't subscribe, and I won't make any more videos, or I will continue to make more videos. That's the thing. I don't know. I have a thing on like my channel thing. I gained like 3 subscribers in one day. It was really chaotic. It was the day that I released my first around the world trip, or attempt to fly around the world. The the stream did incredibly well. It still has like 100 views, which is my most viewed stream. I don't know why it got so many views because I had no idea what I was doing. It kept having the random roadblocks thing pop up, which was because I actually had a separate second like screen open. And that was just it was a problem really. By the way, this is the Life Flight Simulator X right here. My true airspeed is 413 knots. My ground speed is 415 knots. So the exact same on both sides. It's because Flight Simulator X's live weather only goes up to about. Can y'all just be quiet? Oh my gosh, they never shut up. Get me to a less populated center, please. No. They're gonna keep. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, you see what we're gonna do here. Sound, voice. 8%. Now be quiet. Oh my gosh, Flight Simulator X, man. I hate going to that menu because first off, it's quite ugly looking, and second, it just increases the chances of the game crashing. Hopefully the game doesn't crash, but you never know. You never, ever, ever know. Also, Denver is like one of the highest altitude airports in the world, I think. It's like up there. Also, it also has one of the longest runways in the world, so, you know, that's also something, but very high altimeter airport. Not that Flight Simulator X will actually register that at all, because it's Flight Simulator X. Why would it dare register live weather, even though I have live weather selected? I would actually really like to get, Active Sky, I think that's what it's called, Active Sky, for Flight Simulator X. Problem is, Flight Simulator X is an old game. Like, it's a really, really old game on Steam, and I'm starting to get worried that it's gonna discontinue. I highly doubt that Steam would discontinue Flight Simulator X, but you never ever know. They might decide to just randomly say, hey, this game isn't making us much money anymore, sorry. Though they still have Team Fortress 2 up there, and I don't think anybody plays that game anymore. So, I guess. Oh wow, look at that, there's actually a cargo hold in there, I didn't notice that. Oh wow, look at this beautiful 737. I mean, this is a quality aircraft model, ain't it? Absolutely spectacular. It actually isn't that awful. It's okay on the outside. I mean, the textures are absolute trash, but you can get mods and stuff to clean up the textures. Where's the sun at? Is there just no sun anywhere? Where? I have it. Oh, there's the sun. Yeah, this, whatever it's called, sky texture mod that I have, it makes the skies look much more realistic and not as, like, I don't know what the word is for it. Not as old, I guess. I don't know what the proper word would be for it. Also, I'm slightly worried because I have my frame rate not flame weight. I have my frame rate unlimited, and that might cause the CPU to stress out, so I might have to change my frame rate. I'm gonna do that real quick. It's probably gonna Oh gosh, oh no, the game, no, oh no, what is it doing? Okay, tuner, statistics, down. This is whatever thing I use to change my frame rate. I don't know if it's what everybody uses, it's just what I use, and it tends to work, so, yeah. Alright, game, I need you not to crash. If the game crashes right now, I'm just gonna, just gonna be mad. I mean, I might leave it up, but I hate having to put. But as always, the game crashed in the title because that just ruins all hope for the streams, everything, like all, and it ruins my inspiration to do these Flight Simulator Extremes because personally, there ain't much reason to do Flight Simulator X live streams. That's not a thing anybody asked for in 2021 when the game is nearing 16 years old. Actually, it might only be 16 years old. Nobody asks for these types of streams. It's just I have them because I don't know. Again, I like flying or playing. I don't know. I don't know what you call Flight Simulator. I generally just call it flying the Flight Simulator, but I guess some people might call it playing the Flight Simulator. I'm not sure, but I enjoy flying the Flight Simulator because it's just simple. It's very, very simple. It's not. You don't have to be too realistic with it. Because, like, flying new Microsoft Flight Simulator, if I'm not realistic in new Microsoft Flight Simulator, I feel bad. Because it's like I should be, but I'm not. Whereas with this, I can do whatever I want and be like, okay, that shouldn't have happened. But then I'll be like, it's Flight Simulator X, whatever, just restart the flight. Who cares, really? Oh yeah, that's much better. You can just barely hear them talking. I just can get rid of it. It's a bit ugly up there. I'm just worried that at some point they'll mention me and I'll be like, oh no. And then they're gonna be like, please respond. Please respond. IFR flight plan cancelled. Good day. That's happened to me before for no reason at all, and it's very stressful. Because then you don't have actual vectors into the runway, and since this is Flight Simulator X, I have a auto-generated flight path. I know, hate me if you want, but oh well. It's all I really need to fly the thing, really. I just need an auto-generated path, so yeah, hate me if you won't, I guess. But yeah, it does well enough for me. But yeah, I've had that happen before, and they just cancel it. It was on, I think it was one of my around the world trips, my last one. The one I actually designed my new thumbnail style, which I like my thumbnail style. It's a really nice looking, clean, more modern thumbnail style. It's not just plain text. Now it's plain white bars text. It's very different, very hard to see the differences. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm now using the small baby laptop as the streaming computer now, because I didn't actually know I could control the stream from the small laptop. I didn't know I could do that. I thought I had to do it from the main computer. And I'm like, how do people not show their stream key in every single stream? It gets annoying having to reset this every single time, just in case if somehow, some way, people are able to, like, I don't know, meticulously figure out the stream guide. Just hit the door off. I have a rather cramped station for my computer and everything, because it's like right in the corner of my room, basically. So like I can't move the desk any further forward. I have basically no room behind me, no room to the side of me. So when the yoke is here, without the Flight Simulator yoke, I have barely enough room. But with the yoke in here, I have no room. I'd like to rearrange stuff in here, but I feel like I did. Most of the furniture I have in here is not exactly old, but it's very fragile and very cheap. So, and made out of particle board and such. Well, it's it's like slightly better. It's like one step above particle board. So I feel like if I did actually want to move any of it, it would probably all fall apart. You'd have to take it apart, and I don't exactly know if how well I want to adjust my room and how to make it look, and that would be a lot of rearranging, and just the work is not good enough for the reward. And like if I had to, because I have like a how would I say my room is? It's like a uh I don't know, maybe like 12 feet, or I don't know, like maybe 12 by 10 room, I guess. Maybe 12 by 10. I'd say about like 12 by 11. Maybe I don't know. It may be like 14 by. I don't know. I need to get like a measuring tape in here and just measure room's dimensions so I could actually figure a bit more out and how to rearrange furniture better. Because the way I have it, and like my door kind of pokes out on one of the walls, which is actually very nice because you can put like desks and stuff there, which I have. Like, because it's just my normal bedroom. I don't have like any special streaming room or anything. It's just my bedroom, my computer, and just a few desks, a few things, a fish tank with all of 3 fish in it, all of which are way older than they should be, and one of them has been knocking on Death's door for about a year and a half, and still Death has not answered it. Death is quite busy at the moment, and we'll get to him at some point. Yeah, he's that. I guess since nobody's, if a concurrent viewer does randomly happen to appear, I'll talk about the fish tank, but or I'll talk about more flight simulator related things, but I ask to talk about life stuff because obviously nobody's ever going to see this part, right? Little I know the stream's going to be my most popular video, and somebody's just going to skip to this part. While I'm just saying nobody's going to watch this part, right? Anyways, I have 2 fish tank. One has a beta fish in it. Just one singular beta fish. It's way older than it should be as well. It's like 2 years old now, which is quite old for that type of fish. It's still alive and disgusting. It's like a blood colored. It's not a pretty fish. Its jaw is off to the side. It looks like a supervillain that has been through a like grinder or something and managed to survive to tell the tale and is still evil. You know, like that is it is an aggressive fish. And my other fish is a normal. I think it's like a 10 or I think it's a 10 gallon, just your standard fish tank thing. I'm sure anybody that has a fish tank probably has the exact same pebbles, exact same filter, exact same tank, and exact same plants because all this stuff is made in the exact same Chinese factory, probably. Anyways, yeah, I have. Actually, no, I have 4 fish. I have one little. I think it's called like a zebra something. It's a zebra something. It's like a gray, like slender fish. And it just has like 3 white lines going down it, or not 3 white lines, 3 blue lines going down the middle of it. Originally, I guess I could talk about the entire history of the fish tank because a lot of fish have died in there. So many fish have died in that tank. Like if that tank was if there were ghosts of fish, there would be a lot of ghosts haunting that fish tank. Because like okay, so I have like 3 I think they're called like terra fish. They're like there's multiple different colors for them. I think these ones are like they're like gray and they have like a little orange thing on their fin. Well, they used to. They're way again the ones that I have. One of them has been knocking on death's door for like about a year and a half now. It hasn't died yet. The fish are really only meant to last for about 2 years, I'd assume, maybe a year and a half. Uh, but that one, it's just been fine. I have 3 of them, and the other 2, I don't really know about the other 2. I have the one little zebrafish. It's not a zebrafish though. It's like a smaller, more not goldfish. It's just it's I am great at explaining things. I used to have. I think at one point I had 4 of them. I don't know how many I have. Anyways, a lot of fish have died in there. That's all you really need to know. Yeah, and yeah, I've had a ton of beta fish as well, but you know, the fish I have live for an extremely long time. They are very spoiled creatures. Though I don't think they can actually calculate that. They just assume that they are still alive, and that's really all they need to think. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to talk about now. Yeah, I have basically nothing more to talk about. You see, this is the fantastic thing about not having any viewers is there's nothing to talk about. Like, There's basically nothing I can talk about. Like I've already talked about my channel. I normally at this point talk about my interest in marketing, but really I have nothing new to say on that topic. Um, I mean, I can't get into anything going on in the world because that would probably get a YouTuber with a whopping 5 subscribers canceled, and I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to get canceled. I mean, you would, the havoc that would wreak on my mental state. Yeah, the havoc of that would reach on my mental state would just be way too much. uh, yeah. Also, I find it more of a meme if I got canceled. As long as people don't send death threats, I mean, I'm perfectly fine. Just say all the mean stuff about it, and I'd probably just be like, okay, sure. I mean, you might be right, you might be wrong, but honestly, I could not care any less because y'all are just strangers on the internet that apparently found enough time to write down this massive, mediocrely written thing. I would actually like to try to edit one of these videos down because I think that could be done. I would actually think it could be a fairly interesting thing. Or maybe I could just record my own video. I would not want to do that, obviously, because uh, that would be a lot of memory. Which again, I only have like 100 something gigabytes left on my hard drive. Which, when you're talking about a computer that has Microsoft Flight Simulator on it, that's not a lot of memory left. But again, Microsoft Flight Simulator has over a quarter of that terabyte. A game should not take up that much memory. I don't care about how detailed it is. Like, it would be hilarious. It's kind of hilarious to think about how video games in the past used to only take up like 10 megabytes of storage, a whopping 10 megabytes at a big. Like, we have a PlayStation 2. It's like an older PlayStation 2. Have a few games for it, and the save files are absolutely adorable in comparison to today's times. I have a Xbox 360 right now that's currently acting as a stand for my laptop. Um, it has like it's like the lower end 360. I think it only has like 15. I might have less. I don't know. Whatever the minimum amount of storage that you could have on a 360 was, that's what it has, and it works fine. It has no problems, running. There's zero problems with it actually functioning. It just, I mean, after a while, the Minecraft updates, because I have Minecraft on it. Actually, it's kind of funny. I guess I can talk about Minecraft. Yeah, this is what you want to hear in a flight simulator stream, talking about Minecraft. By the way, I don't care for Minecraft anymore, really, at all. I play it as a game for fun, but I used to be a super Minecraft kid. Like, like, if it had anything to do with Minecraft, I was just all over it. Like, Minecraft was just insane for me. Now, I've kind of spread out. I don't really have any games that I'm super duper crazy over. Like, I like BeamNG Drive. I like it. I wouldn't say it's a game that you can just hop on at any time. Have some. Oh no, I got no data. Oh no, why? Okay, never mind. Excellent connection. But my internet, I guess, randomly just had like died or something for a half second, and then just resurrected from the past or dead or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to think of something, but I'm not able to think right now because my brain just is not working. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, back when I got Minecraft at like early 2016. That point was probably like, well, that was like 5 years ago. Gosh, 2016 was 5 years ago. Oh gosh. So anyway, that was probably like what? Like 9, I guess, 9 years old. I think, I don't know. I was some age back then. My brain is too slow to do math, so I was probably like 9 or something. Right? Yeah, probably about 9. Dang, oh wow, I've almost been playing Minecraft for 6 years. Oh no. Oh gosh. It's like it's amazing how, like, you don't realize how much time has passed until you actually put it into perspective like that. and I haven't. I mean, I have changed a lot. Anyways, when I first got Minecraft, I played that game non-stop, like 12-hour play sessions, no restrictions at all. And then school came along, and then I had no restrictions. Then nothing could stop me from playing Minecraft except for school, which it only stopped me from playing Minecraft for a little bit. Okay, nothing could have gotten in my way of playing Minecraft. Uh, except for school, which in the end of the day did actually win. But once it was over, nothing could have got up until about like I'd say early 2019. I could not have done anything else but play Minecraft. There was nothing that got in my way. Like or about 2017 actually, nothing could have gotten in my way about from playing Minecraft. And then I was like, nothing's really coming out for Minecraft. I can't really do much more on the Xbox because at that point it was the 360 that was the main console, and Minecraft just had too big of a storage for the old Xbox, and we didn't know we could actually put our own storage device in it, so it was just okay, fine. So I think it was like November. Actually, I think I've almost been playing Roblox for 5 years. Oh gosh, I've been on playing Minecraft for almost. Oh no! Oh no! So I think it was like January something something something. It was like January 2016 was the first day I played Minecraft. Oh no, that means in 2022, January something 2022, I would have been playing Minecraft for 7 years. Oh no. Oh wow, that's something. Wow. 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 That is. Wow. You never really think about time, but 7, that's a big number. That's only 3 years away from 10. Oh, no. That's just a mess, man. I don't believe that. Even though the math and all the science leads up, that's just okay. I need to increase my chair. My chair slowly like lowers itself over. No, just move, please. It slowly lowers itself over time. There we go. Now my chair's back and less lower. Oh, no. Get out of their headphone wire. There you go. Stay away from the flight simulator yoke. Yeah, but I've almost been playing Minecraft for so long. That's scary, man. I don't like that. I've almost been playing Roblox for. I mean, it's still about a year until 7 years, but geez, that's insane. Like that's a long, long time. The thing is, like, time for me is only getting faster, like, life is only really speeding up. Which, I don't know, I think it might have been, like, Vsauce or somebody that, like, first thought about this concept, but, like, every year is just, like, another, like, quarter or something of your life, just, like, like, if you're 2 years old, you have doubled your life. If you're 3 years old, you've, like, quarter of your life? I'm not sure. I don't do math. But yeah, that's insane to think that yeah, but like every year is just like another small section of your life going by. So it really only gets faster and faster and faster, and you'll learn more and more and more as you go on. Or you learn more early on and less later on. Even though the amount of work that you do quintuples. Thank you, school system. It is kind of funny how, like, whenever you are learning the fundamentals of life when you're like, I don't know, 5 or something, you don't have too terribly much work. It's a standard amount, you just kind of do it, and like 30 minutes later you're done. And then later on in life, it's just like, okay, you will sit here and read this book about solar eclipses for like 8 hours. Okay, you worry about it for 8 hours, and then you'll be done. Okay, but then you got to do a 12-hour test on that book that you read for 8 hours. I'm hoping this isn't too big of an inconvenience. I mean, oh, and also you have all this extra stuff as well alongside that. It's like, but I will only really experience a solar eclipse like if I'm lucky 2 times. Maybe if I'm extremely lucky and live a very long time, 3 times in my entire life. It's like, well, yes, but we want you to learn about this, even though there's not really much you can actually gain from learning about this. But listen, American school system, I want to learn about taxes. I want to learn about existence and bills and actual important history. They have just stayed miles away from Isaac Newton, man. They want me to learn none of the primary laws of motion and physics and stuff. Like, if it actually wanted me to learn about that, I'm sure I would have, and I can guarantee you I would be 90% more interested in Newton. Like, it had like one single page about Isaac. They had like one single page about Isaac Newton, and I was like, finally! I'm actually going to learn something important. And then they're like, nope. This was merely to explain this one simple thing that he thought of. It's like, oh man, I was so you were so close to actually teaching me something important, and then like you just didn't. You just said, okay, well now we're going back to legitimately nothing that you will ever need to know in your entire life. It, it's okay. I mean, I'm not salty or anything. I'm just saying it would be kind of nice if I actually learned something that would be helpful. Again, I want to learn about taxes. I want to learn about the history of taxes, please. I want that, please. I am probably the only person that wants to know about that, but honestly, yes, I want to learn about marketing, please. Please, I want to learn about marketing. Please just let me learn about marketing. I really have no idea. Like, well, whatever things to psychology. I want to learn about psychology. I want to know I can predict my enemies better. How I can predict the lesser than me better. That's all I want, really. Like I want to learn about electricity and how electricity travels and how like actual computer components work. Like how computer components work. That would actually be pretty handy to know, like how circuit boards and stuff were able to transfer data and stuff. That would be pretty handy. What about like I don't know. I was about to say rockets, but they touched on rockets for like a few pages. It was very pointless. I want to learn about NASA and SpaceX, please. Well, actually, they were talking about like, planets and stuff as well at one point. Like, uh, thank you for letting me know that the Earth is like the third planet from the sun. Like if I actually cared about it and felt like what I was learning was important, I would actually remember. I know Earth is the planet from the sun. Right? I think the Earth is. Imagine if the Earth is not the third planet from the sun. I'm just sounding really, really stupid right now. I, 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 I think the Earth is the third planet from the sun. Okay, I'm going to quickly, don't mind me just casually, you know, Googling this. I mean, obviously, I'm not Googling anything right now. Huh? Nope, not Googling a single thing. Nope, not at all. Okay, I don't even know how to spell solar. Solar system. Images. What do you mean it's the second planet from the sun? What do you mean it's the second planet from the sun? What do you mean it's not the second planet from the sun? Uh, oh no. We good. No, it was okay. I was about to question my existence there for a few moments, but we're good. I was correct. I'm just gonna sigh in relief. I knew that from the start, of course. I didn't question it at all. Yeah. Anyways, like one of the pages was like about centrifugal force, and I can't even say it. Like again, mild speech impediment. I can talk normally most of the time, but like I can't say lamp properly. If I really want to, I can, but generally I can't. But generally, it's like sounds like a mix between lamb. There you go. I can't even say lamb, right? So it just generally sounds like lamp. Instead of lamp. Nope, can't say it. I said it perfectly once, and that's generally how it all goes, honestly. Whenever I intend not to say something properly, I end up saying it properly. Whenever I intend to say something improperly, I end up saying it properly. When I intend to say something properly, I say it improperly. There we go. Perfect. Yep, I'm such a good and useful person in society. I am so good. I'm so useful. Sitting down, doing absolutely nothing besides sitting and watching a plane barely move across a not particularly detailed like desert with mountains and all that. Like I am so useful right now. I feel bad for like imagine if like our great grandfathers actually saw what we're doing. Just the back then they were like hauling like water buckets across the massive like 3 miles of field and like driving tractors and stuff in the back actual farming with their hands and actually instead of just using a machine. And we're just here sitting behind the computer watching a plane. I mean, agree. Yeah, they might like. Yeah, I mean, obviously they know about they know about playing. You see the Flight Simulator X logo there? It's not gonna show now since it's loaded, but that's fantastic. Yeah, like they barely could even imagine a plane flying at this high of altitude with this amount of speed. And here I am just sitting back here talking about talking about a Minecraft. Like it's somewhat sad to see how far our existence has fallen. I mean, sure, life is better now for sure, but is it really? I kind of wish I could have grown up in like the early 90s or something, so I could have truly lived in probably. Oh, I randomly got 3 playbacks, and my average watch time went up to 2 seconds. We're making it in life, boys. We're making it in life. Hold on, what? Can I actually go to the stream itself? I mean, it says I have 0 concurrent viewers. Let me go to my phone and see if I actually go to the stream. If it changes that. Probably won't. Don't know why, just probably won't. Yeah, 0 concurrent viewers. It'll probably go up to 1 now, though. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Like, a person just randomly hopped in and just peaced out the very second they heard my voice. Well, I mean, again, you gotta accept it, I guess. I gotta accept it. Yep. Yuppity, yep. I do kind of wish I could have grown up in, like, the late 90s or something, like, because that was truly, like, some of the better times of existence, you know? Like, the 80s, things were still a little bit rough in the 80s. But like 90s, that's pretty dang good time to exist in my opinion. Now you got pretty rough, like, ton of political problems. Like, I mean, people might be annoyed with this, but like, you got the full conversion over to electric vehicles happening in like 20 years, I think it is, like, or like 17 years, I think, like I think it's like the UK and most of all the EU is going to be like, we're going to make it illegal to sell electric or non-electric cars. Like, we're not, oh, it randomly just has 4 playbacks now. I have no idea where these playbacks are coming from. They're appearing. Anyways, but yeah, like, you got, like, the random transition over to, like, electric cars in, like, 20 years, which is not too terribly a lot of time. I'm just going to say not a lot of times. We've got the technology to do, but now, obviously, but, you know, not a lot of time. Not a lot of time to really think about that. And, well, gas prices there through the literal atmosphere now. Like, I saw a thing in, like, Chicago, I think, no, it was not Chicago, it was, like, San Francisco, where the gas prices are $5 a gallon, which is just outrageous, like, $5 a gallon. Think about that. Okay, just let that sink in for a moment. So let's just say you have a 40-gallon, 35-gallon pickup truck, okay? You need to refill it all the way. That's over I think that's over $100, right? Yeah, that's over $100, I think, unless my estimated math guess is failing me. That's going to be over $100 to refuel your truck, which gets 15 miles to the gallon on a good, maybe about 18 miles to the gallon on a good day. But since it's San Francisco, that's not going to be happening, because guess what? San Francisco, you're constantly going up and down hills, so let's just say you're getting 10 miles per gallon on average. You're basically going to be burning $1 per mile, over $1. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, about $1 per mile, actually. You're going to be burning $1 per mile. That's... what? Like, they are really pushing electric car purchase, which, okay, yeah, sure, but I just generally, I'm scared of change, okay? I feel like a lot of people are just scared of change, but, yeah, I'm scared of change. Because, you know, internal combustion engines have just been the basis. Like, I'm okay with hybrid, like, I'm not 100% hybrid. I think hybrid is the future. I don't really know about electric, though. I think hybrid is going to be the more sold version, because to me, hybrid just makes more sense, because you still got the reliability and the range and the ease and everything of an electric or a gas-powered car, where you just, you know, charge or fuel it up and you're gone. You got the ease of that, and also you got the mileage and all that of an electric engine. You just need a better way of doing it, I think. Like, you just need because I think the way of doing it modern day, or current time, is have a fairly weak electric engine and a normal gas engine. I think the electric engine should be a lot more power, or electric motors should be a lot more prevalent and not as non-existent, I guess. I don't know. Oh wow, that kind of looks nice. Let's kind of zoom out a little. Oh, zoom out a little. Got it. Make sure it's at least a little bit visible. There we go. That's nice. But make the electric motor more prevalent and make the gas engine less prevalent. Basically make it a 1-to-1. Maybe give the gas engine like 100 horsepower and the electric motor like 90 horsepower. Just enough to run on either or separate, or combine them to get much better gas mileage. I can probably get like 50 miles per gallon out of that. 55 miles per gallon. That's, I don't know, but I'm sure there's some reason why that's obviously not happening. But to me, that just seems like the option to go with, but I don't know. Really, I have no idea. And that would be incredibly slow, but gas would be good. I don't know. I think hybrid is just going to be the way to go in the future. I don't think fully electric will take off until a bit later, because, well, actually, think about it, like, if all the places start to just run out of gas, like, remember when the start of COVID happened? I don't like linking to COVID, but when the start of COVID happened, all the gas prices went straight down. If the entire world swaps over to, I mean, when COVID started, it was very abrupt where travel stopped. Gas places were overfilled with gas tanks, but like if you actually like, I guess if it were to slowly transition, it would be a lot less effort. I don't know where I'm getting at here. All I'm saying is make hybrid the main way to go and not full electric. Because I'm sure Tesla superchargers can give a car like 300 miles of range in um like 10 minutes or something, or not 10 minutes, about 30 minutes. So that's pretty good. That's a impressive thing, but it still doesn't beat going to the gas station for a minute just to refuel. Though it sure is quite a bit cheaper. It sure do be quite a bit cheaper, so I guess that's good. Just need more Teslas or superchargers. So I think, wait, are my brakes on? My brakes are on because of auto brake. Whoops. I have not noticed that this entire stream. I'm expecting them to be off now. Yes, they are now off. Yeah, I couldn't see that because I have a cup in front of my monitor in that very corner where it shows me that. Fantastic. But yeah, I think unless if electric cars can charge, I'd say 500 mile, not 500, about 300 mile range in 10 minutes. I'd say that's when electric cars will really begin to blast off. But as they are now, no. And also, electric cars are expensive, man. Like, they are really, really, really expensive. And, like, I feel like we need a more economically good electric car. 15,000 new. That's what I'm thinking of. $15,000 new, 200-mile range, fast charging capabilities, and that's really. I think that would really, really help the world because, like, right now, there ain't really any way to get into electric cars for cheaper. Like the best you can get is, I'd say, 25,000, which is about the price of a modern car, but 25,000 I think is like I think that's what the Mach E costs. I think the Mach E is one of the cheapest electric cars, like new electric cars out there. I'm sure there's probably quite a bit cheaper somewhere, but it's still. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking my mind out loud. Now I was thinking about flying the Airbus for a little bit, but I'm gonna move my microphone. I was thinking about flying the Airbus, but the problem is with the Airbus is I have to do a lot of different things to get the Airbus to work properly because I have to move my flight simulator. I have to get my flight simulator stick, put it on the desk, make sure all the keybinds are set up for that. I have to take my pretty heavy, like this thing weighs like 4 or 5 pounds. Take the flight simulator yoke, move it over here onto my little desk thing over here. Um, Move my yoke over to the desk thing, and make sure all the keybinds are set up with that. And normally that's not too bad in a new Xbox Flight Simulator, but in this one, it's quite the pain. And then sometimes the rudder pedals reset, and then my brakes on my keyboard don't work because my rudder pedal brakes have stopped working, and it automatically wants to swap over to the rudder pedal brakes because it still thinks they work, but they don't. It's complex and much more annoying than I like to talk about. Um. Oh, I'm yawning. That's not a good sign. But on the plus side, we are, I'd say, 45 minutes out. I always say, yeah, we're 30 minutes out. And then 30 minutes later, still not there. And I say, yeah, we're probably about 30 minutes out. And then it turns out we're like 40 minutes out. I'd say we're about 40, 50 minutes out right now. And that mountain is really, really close to the airplane. Oh gosh, my ears just are in pain. These things are not meant to have headphones over them. And not particularly the most comfortable headphones either. But these headphones have a good microphone, so can't complain. Can't complain. Yep, can't complain. Kinda wish I could. Oh, the airplane was just randomly nosediving there. No, we're turning. There's our airport down there. Look at them. I like how the runway and. Is that the runway? Yeah, that's the runway. I like how the textures were still super high res. You can even See the windsock down there and everything. But the ground textures are like non-existent. I like that. Actually, the runway textures are the high-res ones that I installed, because for some reason the runway textures that I install, or the taxiway textures, that's another mod I have, I guess. No point mentioning it now that nobody's going to see this, but um, yeah, the runway textures that or taxiway textures that I installed, they didn't install properly to the runway textures for some reason. So the runways are still default Flight Simulator X that I have, but the taxiways are the new ones. But apparently from up here, I guess whenever the textures are like lowered and minimized or something, it's still high, or that's how it should look. I'm having trouble with words right now. It's really annoying. I don't know. Where's the airport at? I don't know. Whatever. I give up. Not a bad looking 737 at all. Like, I will say the wing placement looked a little. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know. You actually see the curvature of the Earth from up here. Earth to flight. Flat Earthers, get out of here. I'm sorry, Flight Simulator X is just too scary for y'all. I mean, you can clearly see curvature of the Earth. This game's from Microsoft, and Microsoft has links with the government. And the government just wants you to think the Earth is round. I'm sorry, Flat Earthers. You probably should leave right now. I mean, this is just too much for y'all. I apologize. Look at these mountains. Pretty mountains, and a random runway, which it's kind of funny just looking at all the random runways out there. Like, there was a ton. I guess we are like out in. Are we? Nah, we're in Arizona somewhere. It is funny how like the textures aren't like unrendered or anything from all the way out here. Like, you can clearly see that runway is still perfectly there. Like, it's perfectly fine. The textures don't get unloaded. Like those small little baby airports out there, which just kind of clutter up the world of Flight Simulator X. It kind of looks a little bit weird. Another one. You know, I've been playing Flight Simulator X since I was 3. I need to go back to like Friday Harbor or something and just mess around there someday. Just no stream or anything. Because Friday Harbor, man, that place has quite a bit of history with me. Because back when I first started playing this simulator when I was 3, really didn't know how to change the airports or anything. I just kind of figured it out, I guess, at some point. But I just kind of used to go to Friday Harbor and just like fly around, like fly. I don't know how many people have played Flight Simulator X, but there's like a little It's basically like a desert out there. Again, this game is probably like one of the most sentimental games I have to me, and I'm glad it's still existing. Like, it's not died yet. It hasn't died off yet. Like most of the games I played back then, either it never got nobody ever remember them or remembers them, or I don't know, don't remember them. But I'm still playing Flight Simulator X after all these years. I mean, just how could you not fly Flight Simulator X your entire life? I mean, look at these beautiful, stunning 2006 graphics. Now the cloud is just kind of like the fog cloud stuff is just going straight through the mountains. Yeah. Though, to its credit, new Microsoft Flight Simulator still has these problems, so I guess it's not that bad. No, I mean, the sounds from the outside aren't actually that bad. They're pretty bad, but like they're survivable. There's a sound pack for this 737, but it's like $20, and $20 for some mediocre sounds, nah. I'm sure I could find some freeware one, but nah. I'm too nervous to actually like dig into any of the CFG files for the simulator because I'm just too scared to do that. Cause like, what if I do? Oh, okay, that's not a good time for the stream, people. But like, what if I accidentally like delete one of them or something? You know, like delete an airplane, then I just lost the airplane forever. Then I would probably have to reinstall the simulator, which Would be more of an inconvenience than it would be a major problem. Yeah, it definitely would be more of an inconvenience problem, but yeah, still annoying. Well, this is simply just life right now. Yep, this is simply life. I got. Okay, I said I had. Yeah, I'm still keeping with the idea that I have about 35 minutes left. Or 45 minutes left. Or, I guess now I'd have 35 minutes left. Actually, I don't know how much time has passed since there. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm worried that I've sounded kind of dead because I'm not sure if I've been getting sick. I think I might have caught like a little bit of a sickness of some kind, but I think I'm okay now. I hope, I don't know. Um, but like, the reason why I didn't do last week's stream is because firstly I felt like death. I just was super duper tired. I could barely just exist. So I didn't make a stream yesterday, and also I just did, or not yesterday, last week. I just kind of felt just not inspired to do it. That's the problem. I'm starting to get less and less inspired to do streams, which is kind of sad. Because I have my whopping my one YouTube subscriber, and I mean, that one subscriber is basically life. So, you know, without said one subscriber, I'm basically useless, pointless and everything, so. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Hey, we're finally descending, that's good. That's fantastic. Alright, 250. Descend! I've left the fasten seatbelt signs on for this entire time. Nobody's been able to go to the bathroom or anything. 1,000 feet. Yeah, 1,500. I don't want to fly over the airport. Also, let's decrease this down to about 275. Yep. This is life. Guess I could probably zoom in one more tick thing. Yep. So 250, I'm assuming they're only going to tell me just to descend like twice or something. Flight Simulator X has so many bugs. Like, so last flight, the descending made sense. It was like you rolled the thing forward, mouse wheel forward to go down, and you pulled it back to go up. Not this time though. For some reason, it wants me to push forward to go up, and the other way around. The Flight Simulator X has so many bugs. Like, as I said previously, it would be hilarious if the developers just decide we're gonna go back and just fix all the known bugs that Flight Simulator X has and increase its stability. Because like, I don't know like how it is to install like have a really buggy and somewhat broken game on the Steam store. I mean, I know like Cyberpunk had a ton of bugs, but like that's Cyberpunk, so yeah. But like have a game that you simply cannot play on the Steam store, like they would be forced to update it if it did not work with a modern Windows version, right? I wonder if it works with Windows 11. I'm sure it does work with Windows 11. I don't see why it wouldn't work with Windows 11, but you never know. Our plane's probably actually flying level, ain't it? Yep, just flying level. So my headphone wires, not my earbud wire things, my actual headphone microphone wires that one half of the wires don't actually do anything. But the wire is completely just messed up and mangled. Like it's pretty dang rough looking. I think it's mostly fine, but like there's no like actual areas where any wires could have been cut, which is good. So it was the little connector piece, the actual headphone jack piece that broke, which makes me sad because although these headphones were not any quality headphones, they feel pretty sturdy. They're big, sturdy headphones. They don't hurt my ears after hours of wearing them, like they do after about 3 hours of wearing them straight, but they don't really mess my ears up that much, which is good. Which my new headphones that I have do. I can't wear them for more than, I'd say, 40 minutes before I have to take them off for about 10, because it actually hurts my ears to wear them after a while. Which is a shame, because they're actually, I mean, they're actual skull candy headphones this time instead of unnamed Chinese brand headphones. And they're actually pretty nice, like they can like fold up. They're not like the big boy skull candy expensive ones. They're like maybe $50 ones, I'm not sure. But they actually sound okay. But I heard that skull candy headphones have a lot of bass, and that's true. They do have quite a lot. Like it wasn't so much that I was like, oh my gosh, but they have quite a lot, which is fun. Alright, so they want me to turn 6'5", so acknowledge the assigned approach, or y'all gonna have to vector me in. Alright, change that to heading select. Alright, iOS 2.5. Sounds legit to me. Watch, did I make this my smoothest landing and nobody's gonna watch it? I feel like this isn't even being recommended to anybody, because I generally have like one or two. Descend and maintain 16,000, okay. But I generally have like one or two random viewers that just randomly pop in and then are immediately shoot away by my awfulness. Um, but I haven't even had one viewer, so I'm not exactly sure. I feel like my YouTube recommendation status has been removed because, like, well, again, I didn't update or upload for like a whole week, so, or a whole 2 weeks, so YouTube might not be happy with me on that one, but it's okay. If you actually want to get big on YouTube, what you need to do is play an actually popular game and not a dying game like Flight Simulator X. I mean, again, I'm hoping that Around the World video will just launch my YouTube channel into the stratosphere. But, yeah. The question is, do I really want my channel to be launched into the stratosphere? Do I really want it to be launched into the stratosphere? I don't know. That sounds like a lot of stuff. I mean, even 100 subscribers from that video, I'd just be like, okay, this is plenty. Thank you. I'm now going to quit YouTube forever. Bye, losers. Because, like, I feel like the title, Flying Around, I Flew Around the World in Flight Simulator X, and this is what happened. That's just, like, quality classic YouTube clickbait, okay? That's just the quality YouTube clickbait. You can't get any better than that level of absolute clickbait, okay? Like, I flew around the world in Flight Simulator X, and this is what happened. I don't know how anybody would do better than me. That. Colorado Springs Approach. What a fantastic name. This is life. Do I see the airport? I think the airport's probably like, you know, where that massive city blob is. Actually, that's probably the airport right there. If I had to take a wild guess, that's probably the airport. Okay, well now we're being handed back to Denver Center. I probably should have stayed on Denver Center, but you know, it's Flight Simulator X. They ain't gonna keep you on one center for long. Orbit 229. Decided to fly Orbit Airlines because why not? Orbit's a pretty airline in my opinion. It has very nice colors. I mean, I want to use around the world travel for flying around the world because that just sounds cool. But Orbit's what I picked this time because why not, right? Concurrent viewers 0, likes 0, gaming, Flight Simulator X, public. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. Maybe I need to like my own stream. Maybe that's what I need to do. Hold up. Let me like my own stream so I can actually, like, get views. There we go. And just like that, my video has been recommended to everybody on the Flight Simulator X existence. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't launch my own videos, so I don't blame anybody for not. Yep. Colorado Springs, Roger. Oh wow, it's really quiet out here. Why did my volume just suddenly get much, much louder? Let's just stay right here. It's nice and quiet over here. I still don't know how the audio levels are. I'm just hoping the audio levels are acceptable, because on one of my streams they are absolutely deafening. Colorado Springs approach, thank you. Acknowledge. I wonder if Colorado, or not Colorado, Denver is a detailed airport or not. Or a more detailed airport in the sim. Because some airports are custom made, so they have details other words would not. And oh gosh, my altimeter. No, I have to change my altimeter. Oh no. Okay, change that. No, go up. Altimeter, please. Cruiser, okay. Should be easy to do, but it's not. 1, 4. There we go. I did it. I changed the altimeter setting. What a accomplishment this is. Indeed. Well, we're almost there. Descending 8. Okay, 8,900. That has to be the lowest altitude they can give me. It has to be. I don't think they could possibly give me a lower altitude than that. I didn't know Denver was this low, actually. I thought Denver was actually quite a bit higher. Alright, going to Denver Center now. Just being tossed around the centers, of course. My airspeed is actually fairly standard, which is nice. Hit the microphone again. No ILS, by the way, because you can't actually have ILS in Flight Simulator X. You probably can on some modded airplanes, but not the old default 737. So, sorry, no ILS landings on this thing. Also, there's obviously no auto land, but I think there might be, there might be Cat 1 ILS. I'm not sure. There might be. Oh, I know there is Cat 1 ILS in Flight Simulator X, but I don't know if the 737 specifically has it. Look at that random airport. Look at that random airport. Look at that random airport and that random airport and them random airports. It's funny how much an airport in Flight Simulator X just sticks out. It's just there. Oh yes, that's like my 4th time yawning this stream. This is already just a way downhill. Like, this stream is just going to be a disaster. Like, my life is older. Or not. Why did I say older? My life is just over. There we go. I'm gonna get them 2 words confused. I mean, I guess oldness leads to death, so. I guess it makes sense. I am going way fast. I'd like to slow down to like 200 knots, please. That seems to be a mistake I generally make, is I come in going at like Mach 3. I'm expecting them to tell me, hey, turn, but they haven't told me, hey, turn, so I'm starting to get worried that this is not going to end very well. My thumbnails need to have an airplane landing in them. I feel like that's truly what I need to make, is an airplane landing. I think that would truly rack in the views, that. Like, that would have to bring in some views, right? Alright, landing lights out. I think you're meant to put your landing lights out like at ground level or like 10,000 above ground level or above, yeah, above ground level. But I just put them above sea level. We pretend that never happened. Okay, we just pretend that never happened. I want to put that at like 500 since I don't really think I need to descend much more. If anything, I'll nose dive the airplane. Nah. Let's go ahead and get the airplane. We haven't turned the final yet though. Like we're still on like leg. On left, yeah, on left leg. So I'm not exactly sure why they haven't told me to turn yet, but they haven't. That's my 5th time yawning. I mean, I'm just this stream is just doomed. It was doomed already, but now it's just doomed. My streams, they're generally doomed, but this one's just on another level of doom. Oh, well, you want me to expedite? Okay, fine. I'll crash into the ground if that's what you want me to do. No problems doing that. They made it very specifically 8,900. They couldn't have told me 9,000 because that would have been too simple. They had to make sure it was 8,900. They just had to make sure it was that. Where is the airport? Like, are they wanting me to go, like, way around the airport or something? Yeah, they ain't gonna tell me to descend anymore. Like, this is already way too low, in my opinion. Also, though, I could probably put out, like, flaps 5. Go ahead and put out flaps 5. That's gear. Flaps 5, there we go. Yeah, if you know what my flight simulator yoke looks like, just don't understand why it's not so easy to mix up, because my flight simulator yoke is a, what is it? It is a ZH Products Flight Sim yoke. Spelled in that exact same way, ZH Products Flight Sim yoke. To my knowledge, it's a fairly beginner flight simulator yoke. It definitely kind of feels like it's not a 90 degree, it's like a 75 degree something other. Like you can't turn it all the way not to 90 degree on each way. They don't do that. It's not that precise, so you know you're going to end up glitching about the place a little bit. But it's a pretty good starter flight simulator yoke. But I think it is actually fairly expensive. Just get the honeycomb flight simulator yoke. Like I think they're about the same price, and this one it has two unnamed. Oops. It has two unnamed buttons on it. It has and I just have them set up as flaps and landing gear because there's two random little clicky switches things, and that's why I have as my flaps and landing gear. And I sometimes get confused between that because on new Microsoft Flight Simulator I have them the opposite. So the one that does my flaps and this one does my gear and new one. So it kind of gets a bit easy to mistake. They have still yet to tell me to turn. I'm assuming they're just making me do a basic traffic pattern going around. I thought Denver was a bit more of a hilly place, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously you got the mountains back there, but I was expecting mountains, a bit more mountain out here. But it is just flat desert. Okay, I do not need to descend anymore, fellas. I will because you're telling me to, and like, if I don't follow your instructions to the T, you're gonna just murder me, but don't really think I need to descend anymore, guys. The airport's out there. You can actually click on this thing, but you can't actually change the screen on it at all. Because it's Flight Simulator X, that would be a feature. Hey, look, you can actually see my shadow. Now that's what we call a feature right there, showing the shadow of an airplane. That's maximized feature right there. You can't get a better feature than that. 6th time yawning? I'm not sure. You know, I would actually like to do a face cam, but then my room is such a mess. Like, I don't think a face cam would be a particularly good idea. And who would want to see my disgusting face, anyways? Nobody would want to see my disgusting face. So, no, I don't think I'll ever do a face cam, which is a problem because, like, for streams like this, the face cam is one of the most important things for audience retention rate. Like, face cam just increases it, just makes it skyrocket. Because instead of it just being a flat airplane, you actually have another human being, which is rare, because we all live on the internet. Oh wow, what a drastic heading change. Thank you. Oh, thank you for talking over me. Thank you, Landmark. I have to butterfly click the thing to make sure I don't get left out. Can I, like... Oh, I could have actually said it there. Okay, I'm still trying to say it, but... Okay, maybe I do actually need to poorly butterfly click. There we go. I did it. I did it. I managed to acknowledge the air traffic control thing. Oh, okay, my stream thing just went to no data. That's not good. Internet, don't die, please. The stream must go on. Oh my gosh, what airwave 730? You have taken up the entirety of this, and they gotta repeat all of this, or they probably just have to repeat this. Oh my gosh. I can... You never told me to turn! Did they? Hold up. Did they ever tell me to turn? Nope. Oh no, they did. Okay, I missed that. Because I thought that was my response to them saying that, but no, that was them telling me to turn that way. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess that is on me and not the flight simulator skipping out on my instruction. Still though, I mean, the simulator shouldn't have 20 airplanes talking at once. It should at least give you like 5 seconds to respond. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't bother me, obviously. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just annoying. Okay, fine. I can turn back to 350. That's fine. I mean, that's okay. Okay, thank you, Pacifica. Thank you. Oh, so much more quiet. Listen how quiet this is. Why is the cockpit so loud? Why can't it be this quiet? Listen how quiet this is. Even like right next to the engines, it's still super quiet. There's never 737 out there. What are you? You're a Boeing? No call sign? Okay, fine. We also got a field and a water tower. Look at that. That's actually probably like a real thing, maybe, because it actually has like a tower thing and a few like what are those trees around it. Huh. Odd. What else do we got? Basically nothing. Like, we got a highway. I'm not sure people that live around this place could tell me what highway this is. What else do we got? We got... Okay, 290. We want to get that done as quickly as possible. 290. ILS 25. I can barely hear what they're saying. Alright, 290. Boop. Boop. Acknowledge. Okay. Maintain 8,000. Cleared ILS. Approach tower on. Okay, yep, that's all as expected, I guess. Runway 25. So that's 29, so I probably... Yeah, I'm going to need to turn in just a little bit. Alright, very good, very good. Let's go ahead and contact tower. Tune, contact. 21 miles out, okay. Okie dokie. I very rarely actually get to this point because generally the game crashes by now. It would be hilarious if the game were to crash now. No, game, please don't crash. I beg upon you. I'm also rather tired right now, so. Oh, like 7, that's not good. That just means the universe is gonna explode probably now. Like I've just ruined this entire stream. I'm sorry, universe. My fault. I probably could zoom in a little bit more. So that's our airport. Probably could slow down a bit more as well. Like I don't know, bring it on down to like 260 knots. Oh, I have the pappies inside. That's nice. Yeah, bring it down to like 260 knots. Bring down another notch of flaps. I'd say we'd be established by now, right? I'd say we'd be established by now, right? Alright, let me... It'd be actually pretty cool if you could get a HUD in Flight Simulator X, like a... But I know the 737-800 doesn't have that, but it would be pretty cool if you could have that in here. Or not Flight Simulator X, 737-800 doesn't have a HUD, but it would be pretty cool if you could have one, anyway. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'd say we'd be established, right? I'd say we'd be established. I'm gonna... I know there's a proper way to do autopilot and disengage, I know, but... Okay, yes, autopilot. Auto throttle is still on. Alright, now you can hear the wonderful sounds of my table creaking because they have, like, the, like, little tightener things tightened really tight so the thing doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna get the airplane fully into my control. Well, what's wrong? Everything is as it should be. You know what? This is the one moment when y'all cannot smoke, okay? This is the one moment of the entire flight where the passengers cannot smoke. I apologize. Sincerely. Alright, I hear your annoying beeping. I'll go ahead and put gear down. I'll go ahead and arm the speed brake as well. Probably could have done that earlier, but, you know, speed brake armed. That should be auto brake 1. Should be. I have no idea because the auto brake thing doesn't actually move. It's fantastic, really. No, yeah, right, just 2.5. Wait a second, that's kind of off the airport. I'm sure this is the airport. Yeah, that's definitely the airport. That is just a very long runway. Wow. Look at that runway. I don't think this is actually a This is not... This isn't... I'm gonna cut this from the clips. This is not... That's not Denver. That's not Denver. You saw absolutely nothing, stream. That's not Denver. You saw nothing. I'm sure that's happened before in real life, right? That has to have happened before in real life, correct? Okay, well, I think that was actually a nice... Is my flight simulator okay? It just sounded like it just popped. I had a feeling that airport looked a little weird, but I didn't like... It was like, is that Denver? Really? Okay, we can still totally make it in here. Very safe and reasonable thing. You see, this is why the passengers couldn't smoke, okay? Like, can't smoke now, I mean. Oh wow, we're actually getting turbulence at a place that should probably have very little. I mean, there's legitimately no anything here. Okay, wait, no, gear was down, okay. Alright, we're just gonna pretend that never happened. Wait, there's 2 runways here that both could very well be 2.5. I am very bad at this. Please forgive. As I said in the very beginning of the stream, I am not a professional sim pilot. I am doing these things to learn how to become a better sim pilot. Maybe I should actually get like a proper flight simulator thing. That would be smart. Okay, well, it just cleared me to land, so I'm hoping this is runway 22. If not, this is just going to be mega embarrassing. Also, the very second they had to clear me for landing, everybody has to talk at once. Please let me talk. We're about to stall out. just maintaining altitude. I'm hoping this is runway 25. It's probably like to runway 24, so they don't have to say that they have two left and right. Even though left and right would be much easier than having just one runway. Whatever, it's okay. You know, this is America. Yeah, in real life, you would probably just gone back up to 10,000 feet or whatever, and just gone around, flown around, and then go in here. But again, I'm not taking flights. I do not take Flight Simulator seriously, so I just turned the airplane and just made an approach for this airport, because, well, something tells me I'm on the wrong runway. You think we're on the wrong runway? Let me guess. That's 25? That's 25. You know, sometimes you just gotta go around. Sometimes you just gotta go around. That moment when you realize you're not actually on the right runway. That could have been an awesome parallel approach, though, man. Why report missed approach? Alright, let's just beam it on up to 10,000 or whatever. I maintain. Alright. iOS 2.5. Head for. Okay. Nobody saw that, okay? That never happened. That never happened. Okay? Nobody saw that. Okay, so that's like 2 missed approaches. I mean, it's... What are these massive blocks of text? I don't know, man. Like... It's Flight Simulator X. They gotta make everything super complex. Luckily, nobody will ever see this, because the very second they click on this stream, you're just going to immediately leave. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep turning then. Okay, I would like to acknowledge the instructions orbit 2822. Okay, 3282. There we go. I said it properly the first time. Nobody saw that. Why? Why do all the airplanes have to exist now? All throttle arm speed. Alright. Heading 270. Alright, just slap on the autopilot. Go! Heading 12,000. And now they're just gonna make you fly your 300. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Alright, y'all don't have to smoke now. It's okay. Y'all can smoke all you want. Very realistic flight sim, of course. What is the airplane doing? I guess it's doing everything I'm asking of it. It's just doing it stupidly. Well, that was complete pilot error. Okay, well, you see, when you see two random airports, one of them is closer, the air traffic control gives you the directions to, you know, go to the turn, and then whenever you turn, you're basically flying straight into the other airport. It's like, okay, yeah, this seems like the right runway. And also, Denver, why do you have to have it where one runway is like 2.5 left and the other is 2.6? Why can't you just, or like 2.5 and 2.6, why can't you just have 2.5 left and 2.5 right or something like that? Really, Denver? You couldn't just get your headings correct? I'm sure the thing shifts over time. Maybe that's why it has two different runway numbers. I don't know. Having a left and right would be a lot more easy, though. Again, having an airport chart would be very, very much more handy than having whatever I have right now. But oh well. Maybe I'll do that next stream. I might. You never. Oh my gosh. Okay, look, I'll descend. Thank you. Alright, now you're going to want to go Mach 1. So we'll go ahead and pull that back on. Back. Can just keep the spoilers on. They ain't going to cause any harm. I'm very professional, ain't I? That has had to have happened at some point. I mean, I know like an Air Force, like C-17, I think it was, landed at the wrong airport. So it's obviously happened before, but like I don't think it really ever has happened with an airliner. Because like I thought, okay, maybe just the GPS is slightly off. Maybe the airport is slightly like over there. Because I'm sure GPS can be very off at some point, but nope, it was just the fact that I was just being a big idiot. What are you telling me now? Turn left. Okay. I'll go this way. Sure. I acknowledge. Yeah, I'm turning this way. There we go. Easy. Yeah, now I'm just kind of bored. Like, I don't think I've ever had a flight go just. I think my, like, what was it? Houston, Texas to Atlanta. I think that was basically a perfect string, but besides that, everything else was just no. Everything else has just been trash. It's been trash. Also, how long have we been streaming for? Nearly 2 hours. And I know I won't be able to land by the 2 hour mark because they're gonna vector me way far out and then just make me like turn. Okay, I can't even see. I can't even see it from an alien's perspective. That's how far they're vectoring me out. Like by a safety standpoint, yeah, sure, vector far, far out, but where it's like this, it's just kind of like, really, you're making me waste all this time. I just want to land, man. Only thing is, new Microsoft Flight Simulator does the same thing too if you select a high altitude airway. So, like, if you're in like a turboprop or something, they'll make you vector all the way out and around, which is annoying. New Microsoft Flight Simulator, man. Why do you gotta be like that? Well, okay, I'm just gonna speed you back up to 240 knots because I don't think we're gonna be descending it anytime soon. Just 245. Yeah, just give it a 250. I'm sure the people's ears might hurt a little bit from a 737 going 250 knots right over their houses, but that's fine. Yeah, that's acceptable. Yeah. Come on, air traffic control. Please just tell me to go somewhere. Eh, safety, sure, but like really, guys, I don't even have that much fuel. I mean, I have enough to stay in the air for another 2 hours. Hey, heading 140. Hooray! They're actually telling me to do something. Very bit realistic, but you know, it's a game. Yeah. Oh, great, I accidentally moved that thing, so now the plane's probably gonna... Oh, no, standard rate. Just stay at standard rate turn, please. I'm just tired. I'm bored. This is the problem with Flight Simulator Extremes is they go wrong a lot of the times. I can never just go from point A to point B. Something always goes wrong. Oh my gosh, Pacifica, no. Well, yeah, chances are they're gonna make it where the air traffic control can't give me my instructions in time. Hey, they stole their response. Finally, instant karma. Can I like? There we go. Get that on me. 45. Now they just respond. After all that time, they just finally respond. I can't believe I missed Denver. I mean, I gotta admit, the other airport looks like it had some pretty long runways. And the thing is, the air traffic control, they would not have cared if I landed on runway 25. They would not have cared, but they were just been like, alright, contact ground. Proceed along with your merry way. But whatever the traffic might have been a bit of a problem because then air traffic control would have been constantly telling me, all right, stop, okay, go, all right, stop, okay, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, and that would have gotten annoying. So I would either have had to just stopped for like a minute or so for the 737 would have gone forward, but chances are the 737 wouldn't have moved. So yeah, Flight Simulator X. Though new Microsoft Flight Simulator is the exact same problem, so that's fine. Yeah, when's the flight getting over? I'm bored. I'm just bored. Like, I don't know how people can even try to fly from. Oh my gosh. Alright, turn heading 230. Okay. You told me to head turning 270 now. You want me to go 230? I mean. Alright, maintain 8,000. Yep, contact. Yep, 25. Alright, so 25 is the runway I tried to land on. And then proceeded to fail. So, hopefully, I can actually land the airplane on the right runway, not die. Alright, 21 miles out. So they just give it to you at like 20 miles out or something? Like exactly 20 miles out or something? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Orbit. A lot of Orbit planes around here. Gosh. And what are you? Is that MD-80? Yeah, McDonnell. Oh, slash Boeing. McDonnell Douglas. Oh, but when the MD-80 came out, I don't think McDonnell Douglas was bought by Boeing yet, right? I don't know, maybe. Airplane. I'm gonna go ahead and turn towards the airport here. Because that's pretty dang close. And in fact, I see the airport. I see what I should have seen last time, which was a ton of actual structures and buildings and such. So that's runway 26. I do not want runway 26. I want runway 25, which is over there. I think. I don't know. You can't see the airport from all the way over here very well, so yeah. Yeah, there's where I almost landed. Higher, there are so many runways here. I guess it's an American airport, but still, you don't need this many runways. Wait a sec, I don't know where my stupid runway is. It is over there. Okay. Also, I probably should bring my speed below that. Just saying, probably should slow it on down below 250. First time I actually was doing alright. I had the airplane fairly well slowed down. All was good. This time around, no, everything's just a mess because I just want to land. Because I'm bored. I'll just go ahead and throw flaps 2 out. That'll slow the airplane down. No smoking, by the way, people. Sorry. I know that hurts y'all, but it's just unfortunately what we have to do here at Orbit Airlines. Trademark. Is that runway 25? I mean, it's gotta be. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and brake autopilot. Thank you, autopilot. Kill the throttle. Gear down. More flaps. Oh, shut up. Ah, gosh. Yeah. Not the ending of the flight that I wanted. It's somewhat comedic how they gave me runway 25 afterwards, though. I was very tempted just to swoon mode over to the other airport. Like, or runway. I was like, I thought about it for a little bit when I went like that. Please follow the... Okay, good. So, yeah. Follow the aircraft on final. Oh gosh, I gave a bit much power there. Auto brake should still be set, so we should still be good. I need to keep mentioning this. I am not a professional pilot at all. I'm not professional at all. They're gonna let them take off while I'm just barreling in here, aren't they? More flaps. I have a feeling this would definitely be in the red zone for the flaps, but there ain't no red zone, right? This is Flight Simulator X. There isn't a red. Okay, my trim on my Flight Simulator X is getting a little non-functional, which is annoying. A lot of things are annoying. I mean, truly, the first mistaking landings were truly my fault. That was full-on my fault. I take full credit for missing the first approach. But if something happens here, I don't know. Maybe okay, why did my airspeed randomly just jump? Oh, it's because we went into a window layer. Oh no, I might actually get my feet on the rudder pedals. Oh no. It's funny how I just like could visually see where the wind layer was. That's fantastic. That's a level of quality you can't get anywhere else besides Flight Simulator X. Hey, look at this. It does actually look like it. You got like the tents. You got the entirety of the airport over there. You got the mountains back there. Yeah. It's actually quite detailed. Good on you, Flight Simulator X. I mean, I say quite detailed. Compare this to any free X-Plane airport scenery or new Microsoft Flight Simulator default scenery. It's probably not spectacular, but it's okay. Alright. Just getting going in here. Oh, hello. Please hold. Oh boy, this thing is heavy feeling.
Don't sink.
A little bit of power by the end. Alright, over the numbers, good power. 30, 20, 10. Ooh! 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 Now that was very nice. Oh, turn next taxiway, huh? Turn next taxiway. Mind telling me where that is? Mind telling me where that is? Really, Denver? Well, I think that was probably the nicest landing I've ever had in Flight Simulator X. That was most certainly one of the nicest 737 landings I've ever had in this simulator. I mean, that was simply beautiful. That was the definition of a butter. I think we can all agree that was the definition of butter. Like, that was a butter. I wish I remembered to actually take a recording of that. Like on the actual Flight Simulator. I mean, Flight Simulator X's default recorder is pretty trash, but it's okay. Wow. Wow. That was something. That was truly a something. Why do I have... Okay, time get ground, truck taxi gates. Let me guess, you're going to tell me to go down the most... Ah! That's all I see there is just... Ah! Bravo 4 Foxtrot Whiskey Alpha 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 Hotel Bravo November. Okay, not too terribly long of a taxi, alright? Bravo 27. Luckily, this is a detailed airport, or air quotes detailed. It's detailed as it gets in Flight Simulator X, I guess, so we might have gate numbers, though they generally mean nothing, so I guess we'll see. Oh, thankfully, I'm going down the right taxiway. I'm not speeding at all, by the way. Not at all. Let's probably clean up the airplane a little bit here. Go ahead and start up the APU, get the taxi lights on, strobe lights off, anti-collision stays on. That was a beautiful landing. The approach was a little bit questionable, but the landing itself, well, you can't get much better than that landing. Probably should stop the chronometer as well. 1 minute and 13 seconds, or 1 minute and 13 minutes, probably about 10 minutes. So 1 minute, 10-minute flight. Or, no, that's 100. So almost 2 hours. Oh, wow, look at the MD-80. Will this one actually make it off the ground, or will it overrun? And somehow everybody inside of it will survive. Survey says, I don't know. I can't really look at it, because I'm probably... Turn! Well, yes, one of my wheels is over there. No, we're good, we're good. Pretend that never happened. Pretend that never happened. That never ever happened. Alright, let's just quickly start getting everything back to the way it should be. Is there a 00 or is it just... Yes, there's 259, okay. There's Bravo 3, we need Bravo 4, which I'm guessing is over here. Gosh, the 737, I kinda wish I could just leave it and it would taxi for you. So Bravo 4, Foxtrot, Whiskey, Alpha, 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 Hotel, Bravo, November. Why? What are these taxis? That is just excessive. Oh, I forgot this is Flight Simulator X, so like the throttle only applies at like past the thing. Fantastic. Well, we probably got another 15 minutes worth of taxiing. I don't really know what to talk about besides how beautiful that landing was. Alright? Also, this is golf. I think I probably passed Bravo 4. We'll probably run into one of these taxiways on the way there, so no fear, it's just, gosh. I mean, all the gates are over here. Very well done, might I add. Like, obviously, it is not way accurate, but I mean... Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take everything I said back real quick. Let me guess. Progressive Taxi has no idea what I'm doing, correct? Oh yeah, Progressive Taxi has no idea where I'm meant to be right now. I'll give it a few moments to recharge, because for some reason Progressive Taxi just does not work a lot of the times. Okay, it wants me to go over there. Oh well. Actually, I probably need Progressive Taxi if I'm actually going to get to the proper gate. Here's Bravo 4, right here. Can I make the turn? Deja Vu Drift 737. Okay, well, we just ran into a sign. That's fine. Nobody saw that, right? Nobody saw that. We're all good. So, I mean, that's Bravo 4 over there. Okay, it wants us to turn here. I'm following the Progressive Taxi fatigue, because I could most probably taxi here on my own. But Progressive Taxi is pretty dang handy. So we're looking for Foxtrot. There's Foxtrot there. I'm apparently on Foxtrot right now. We're looking for Whiskey Alpha. There's Whiskey Alpha. So now we just follow that down. There, now we're looking for Alpha Alpha. Wherever that is. Pretty nice looking airport overall though, like it's not incredibly accurate, but it's what you could ask for. From Flight Simulator X. There's Hotel. Wait, I'm on Alpha Alpha. Okay, well, the Hotel's over here, so I guess over here. And then my MSI Afterburner stats are in the way. Bravo November after that. Okay. Fantastic. And then I gotta use Progressive Taxi to find my gate. Because who knows where it is in that mess. International airports are always scary. Alpha November. Okay. There's Bravo Sierra. So we're probably close. It's probably just up here. Look at this. It's actually quite pretty. Yeah, like a MD-80 in there. now realizing that I see a lot of MD-80s in Flight Simulator X, but when Flight Simulator X came out, there were probably quite a few MD-80s still flying. It's crazy to think about that just in this short, relatively amount of time. Yeah, there's Bravo November there. Yes, watch me turn here. Now I gotta hope I just can find my gate in wherever this is. Will admit the airport. It's basically non-existent. Like, I'm sure this is actually how Denver actually is, though. Do we got gate numbers? No. So we're looking for Bravo 27. Oh, it wants me to turn there. Okay. We're just gonna quickly cut across here. I'm sure nobody. Okay, I gotta keep up with Progressive Taxi. I'm sorry, man. Please don't murder me. I mean, I'm simply a very much amateur at flight simulation. Okay. Hello. Oh dang it, my Progressive Taxi didn't want to go now. I'm just gonna stop here and wait for Progressive to. Oh, you turned the other way. How kind of you. Progressive Taxi, please work. Okay, I can still go forward. Maybe I should have had it more like this angle so I could actually see where I need to go, but it's okay. Funny thing is, a new Microsoft Flight Simulator, the gate you can always tell what gate you're meant to go to because the gate will always have like a ton of people there. In this, nah, there's just nobody. Every single gate has cars and stuff, which probably takes up a ton of like processing power and stuff for the simulator to run. All right, try that one. All right, we found it, boys. Least favorite part, I'd say, of any stream or fight is just the aftermath of trying to find my way to the gate. Because you have to use Progressive Taxi unless if you actually do have an airport chart with you, which even if you do, Flight Simulator X probably won't be accurate. Yes, because Flight Simulator X just simply isn't accurate. Come on, move forward, airplane. I know you. I know that. Okay, it did not respond for like a good second there. And no marshal, so I'd say that's adequate. Alright. Parking brake. Engine. APU power on. All lights are off, and the airplane's basically cold now. We'll go ahead and connect it up to the jetway. And then that will be a flight. Okay, well, I actually kind of stayed a little bit far away. We can go ahead and get the beacon off as well. APU gens are on. We can get the engine gens off. Yeah, that's a flight. I mean, had a little bit of a mistake in the beginning. Oh gosh, look at that. That's just wrong. Like, a jetway should not be able to do that. I think new Microsoft Flight Simulator also uses the same jetway code, by the way. Just another fun thing, fun similarity between them. I really think that new Microsoft Flight Simulator or Microsoft or whoever, I think it's Solo Studios, just took old or Flight Simulator X and just put a really very shiny, fresh coat of paint on it. I think that's honestly what they did. Anyways, I don't think I had one singular viewer throughout this entire stream, but if you are a rerun watcher person thing, thanks for clicking through the video, because I know you did not watch this entire thing, and if you did, why? Why? Anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and end the stream right now. Yeah, bye. Okay, yes, I want to end the stream. Thank you.